Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll test the right side. Finds a little space. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
The Demon Deacons can really attack on this second and short. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Fires downfield. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And the Demon Deacons are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. They'll move the wide receiver. On fourth down, looking to pass. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the 1st down.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the 1st.
Well, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Wildcats! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly, get it to him.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Snags it on the right. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Here we go, here we go.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. With the catch, it's Ford. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Good. He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake Forest. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's got an open man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. New set of downs after the completion.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play, they hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. He might want another play. Looking for a man. It's Rourke. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Now adjusting. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
To the air on 2nd down. This time on target. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down.
1st down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Clemens. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Buys a little time. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Quickly complete. Guided out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 14. Northwestern right back to the line.
At the 14-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Northwestern. A great catch and run for 6.
Northwestern
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 7 over Tennessee. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Oh, they're after him! And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He'll pull it down. Oh, it's a fumble. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lanier. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Northwestern, 21, 7.
And the Demon Deacons will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decisions.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
It's It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Wildcats have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got the quick pass. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Northwestern coming to the line with another first down. Defense looks as if it's coming. Wants to go up top on first down. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Grab near the sticks. It's 4. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. To the air, it's Rourke. Hogs it downfield. Working that left side. Touchdown, Wake! And here they come, almost all the way back. Wait, can I get the director to give me a replay of that? I want to count the defenders. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there's no way they had 11, right?
I mean, that is frustrating. Defensively, what are you taught? Like, make them earn it, right? Play man, press up on them, make them earn it, make them go the length of the field, don't give up big plays, or just give up big plays and don't have anybody in the camera shot and don't have anybody there to even miss a tackle.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Rourke. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll try the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll ride the hot hand. This time there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Looking to pass, it's Rourke. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He slides that just inside the right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that's good enough for
Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Rourke. Buys a little extra time. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Wants to fire on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wide receiver. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Here's the pressure. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
All right, so they fail on that fourth down, but the game is not over yet. There's still time. Defense has to get the ball back quickly. Offense is going to have to score quickly. You have to execute now.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Scanning the field, it's Rourke. Trying to escape and get it himself. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. And the Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Gets rid of it. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here's a throw downfield late. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Punch it out of the air. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. It's on target and complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down late in the game, I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it, because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Making side adjustments here. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Dropping back, it's Rourke. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the fourth quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Oh, spins away. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, that's a nice interception. At this point of the game, up 2 possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then breaking on it. Nice job coming away with that turnover.
It's complete to the left. Short a little juke, and he's up to the 30 before he stopped. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Northwestern.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.